Imagine being yelled at before sunrise, or run with 50 pounds on your back, and learning how to make your bed so perfectly that a coin can bounce off it. Good evening, everyone. My name is Evan Tomogen, and I am a proud soldier of the U.S. Army. About 2 years ago, I went to basic training, and today I'm gonna walk you through the experience of going to basic training. Most of you will never experience it firsthand, but it will give you like an idea, an understanding of what it takes for a civilian to become a soldier. Today I will explain what boot camp is, why it exists, what it takes to go to boot camp, describes what happened during the different phases, and also the values and lessons that someone can learn through basic training. So, what is boot camp? Boot camp, or as it's called, basic training, it is a rite of passage that every single soldiers in the U.S. Army go through. It is a 10 weeks course crash where a civilian learn how to become a soldier. It is broken into 3 phases, which is the first one is red phase, the second white phase, and the third one is blue phase. According to GoArmy.com, this training instills not just physical endurance, but also Army values like loyalty, duty, and respect. Think of it as a reset button for the mind and the body. So, what happens during boot camps? Let's dive into what actually happened during these 10 weeks. Like I said before, it is broken into 3 phases. So, the first phase, which is the red phase, recruits learn how to follow orders, how to comport themselves as a military soldiers. This is where you learn how to properly answer someone, how to stand in formation, how to be a disciplined soldiers. This is where the yelling starts and where the bad habits end. Secondly, we have the white phase. The white phase introduces more hands-on training like marksmanship, land navigation, and drills that simulate real-world scenarios. And finally, we have the third phase, which is the blue phase. This is where everything is put together to where they evaluate the soldiers about everything that they've been learning, and where they make sure that they are ready for real world scenarios. They call it the forge. So what many people don't understand is how emotionally intense it is. Because when you are in basic training, you have minimal contact with your family. It is where you have to learn how to cope with stress, with exhaustion, and homesickness. And for most of the recruits, it is for the first time of their life that they're gonna be facing something like that. As my base guide explains, each phase is specifically designed to build both individual strength and group resilience. Personally, I remember that the 2 first weeks were the worst for me because it it was it was tough, but I had to adapt very quickly. What do you gain from boot camp? What do you walk out with? Confidence, camaraderie, clarity. Boot camp builds more than muscles. it also builds character. You learn to lead under pressure, to stay calm in chaos, and never give up, even though each cells in your body, everything is telling you to quit. That it even part of ethos, warrior ethos, to say that you will never leave a fallen comrade, you will never quit. Even though everything in your body is telling you to quit, you learn how to never give up. According to usarmy.com, recruits leave basic training with transferable skills that apply far beyond military life, like discipline, time management, teamwork, and emotional control. For me, boot camp helped me realize that the only limits that I can place on myself, it helped me realize that the only limits I had were the ones that I placed on myself. So I've seen people coming inside um, in boot camp being timid, unsure, and when they leave, they left with um, like a leader, confident and ready to conquer the world. This is the kind of transformation that basic training can do to a people, to someone. So, to conclude, bootcamp is more than a training course. It is a complete transformation. Today, we explored what bootcamp is, why is it necessary, what happens during its intense and structure phases. We also talk about what it gives you in return, the values and lessons that you learn from it, which can last for a lifetime. So, could you endure bootcamp? Maybe, maybe not. But at least you have an understanding and of the strength and sacrifice that it takes to wear this uniform. I hope this speech gives you a new appreciation of the journey that every soldier takes and the endurance it demands from the inside out. Thank you.